said I'm underrated, but it's crazy. I'm steady to killing them. Can't ride my wave, I'm flipping them. Come up for some earth and I'm dipping them. I'm so sick of all you. Weak, lame.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Detroit Lions. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. I told him one of the best golfers of all time. He told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
Test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Derrick Henry all alone. He may go. Touchdown, Vikings. Derrick Henry. That's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Vikings need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
And this will wind up the Lions' first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's gone. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Here's Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. So their defense gave up the opening drive touchdown, and now, Charles, they're going to look to work this ball down the field and get the equalizer.
Yeah, there's got to be a little bit of balance in how you're thinking and how you're approaching this game, because the way things go in the NFL today, that opening touchdown often changes your strategy. You feel like you have to match everything right here, right now. But I like the way that they're being methodical on offense here in their first drive, hoping to get the equalizer, but not forcing anything.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Goff now looks to throw. This pass down the field for Gibbs. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. They're going to go for it. It's Goff. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. The Lions at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, he's got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory. Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right. So
they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
Here's Cousins. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Lee McNeil able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
A first down carry for Henry. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. You talk about this Lions defense. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Henry again on second down. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? We're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here is 3rd and 5. Play fake. Cousins. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Lions are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
Tiger.
Goff. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins.
In every game, we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Oh, they're changing this at the line.
14. 12. What's that?
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. That is caught. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. Goff going to shift him around.
Hey, kill. Hey, lift.
From the red zone now, Goff. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And the Lions are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Gibbs will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. His strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point try good by Gano, and that makes the score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
112 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action now. Cousins. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Another run for Gibbs here. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Here we go on 4th. Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This to Laporta, right side. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice gain.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. Goff going to keep it himself. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd. And that is going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Damian Harris taking it in from a yard out. And the Lions will extend their lead into go the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
A first down throw for Cousins. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be second down. From the gun, here's Cousins. And his throw here is incomplete.
This is a half for not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Again, it's Cousins. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now brings up 4th down.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them. Because they're really outside of field goal range now. All right, the opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now a first down throw. Goff. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Lions come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 24. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Cousins on first down. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Over the middle and complete to Addison. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
And you start to think if it's going to happen for these guys, it's got to start with this drive. Down 3 scores, they need to start making some inroads. And that'll help the cause there as they pick up good yardage and a first down.
Meanwhile, Cousins throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Off the play fake, Cousins. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. Touchdown, Vikings! T.J. Hawkinson, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the 2-point try. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
76, help, 76, DC.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Following the interception, Cousins. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for him so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
Here's 2nd and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The center receiver in motion to the right. On 3rd down, Cousins. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
A line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Here's Cousins. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. To throw, Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
132 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll fake the give. Now gone. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Hey, 76! 76! 70. What's up?
Goff on 3rd down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A second down throw for Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
Throwing is Cousins. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll throw again. Cousins. They're going back to the same well. It's Hockenson again. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. First down, here's Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. Play action now. Cousins. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Play fake. Cousins. He's got his target. That's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Henry is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Zerline now for the PAT. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Super 60s.
Goff now to throw. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now it's 3rd and 3.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. How about this? They'll change it at the line. An audible here to get a new look.
Maverick.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff. That is caught. And he is going to have the Lions first down, and he'll have it by plenty, as it turns out to be a big gainer there on fourth down. 21 yards there, a big play on fourth down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, here's Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun snap for Goff. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 23. And now they're in the hurry-up. On first down, Goff. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Hey, five.
To the air again, Goff. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Back to throw, Goff. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Danielle Hunter in there to bury him for a loss of 11. On 2nd down, here's Goff. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal.
Here we go. What's that?
Goff. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. To throw is Goff. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Sam Laporta from 4 yards out. And the Lions add on to their 4th quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2. Gano the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the 4th quarter. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Vikings! A.J. Brown, 73 yards. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. The Goff's throw taken in by Chark. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. On first down, it's Goff. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Goff going to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
17.
Out of the gun, Goff. And it'll be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Vikings are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Following the interception, Cousins. Throw left side, and Osborne has it. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Cousins. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage. If they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
3rd and short yardage, Cousins. And that's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here it is, 4th and inches. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown. Jordan Addison, 34 yards. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Goff now to throw. That is intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Here's Cousins. This is caught by Addison. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Under 50 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 10. Cousins to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, I'm also surprised when he doesn't complete a pass like that there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. Cousins. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now Cousins. Throw caught there by Osborne. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, this crowd into it now. 3rd and 2. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So this defense, they look a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. One last throw here for Goff. Able to connect with Chark. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. What a thrilling 4th quarter this one was. Well, at least I guess if you're cheering for the winning side, an outstanding comeback, though, that saw them completely take control and change the outcome of this game.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many of us saw that coming, the way that they were playing and having the lead after 3 quarters. A little bit of a stunning ending because it wasn't just a 1 touchdown swing. It was a multiple touchdown swing for them to end up losing that ball game. Give credit where credit is due. They came off the pace and got it done.
So for the Vikings, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem the